You. Nick fans are pissed at me.
Why?
I made a preview video, and first off, I used like the stats against the Cavs, okay? Because I thought to use the stats for the play, like once you get into the next round of the playoffs, there's no point in using season stats. You should be using playoff stats, like because and I compare it, and people are mad that I said Kevin Love will guard Obi Toppin and Julius Randle, which that's a fact. That's their front court. And they basically said that like I don't know basketball and shit. And I took it a 7-game series. I said 7-game series Heat, and they said I was a Heat homer. And I wasn't. I was just like saying like there's no one on the Heat that can actually stop Jimmy Butler. Like that's like going to be able to stop Jimmy Butler. Then I said defensively, the Heat are the better team, something like that. I don't even remember. I made this at like 1 a.m, but something along those lines that like I just said, when you look at the matchup, Jalen Brunson wins the guard matchup. Jalen Brunson's better than Kyle Lowry, Gabe Vincent. I said that. That's a fact. All right. But then when you got also RJ Barrett played bad. All right. So he had somewhat of a bad series. And people were acting like I'm crazy because I said RJ Barrett had a bad series. Like they were trying to light the man on fire 2 games ago. Am I wrong for thinking that?
No.
All right. And like now they're all acting like I don't know basketball because I said RJ Barrett had a bad game. Like had like somewhat of a bad series.
Knicks fans the whole freaking season were telling me they wanted him traded.
Yeah. I'll read you. You want to hear some of the comments that people wrote? It's kind of geek.
Yeah. Big Oso is giving you some love for your bedhead. I actually have some bedhead too.
Thanks, Doug. Big Oso. Dude, my hair is just wild in the mornings. But all right, so listen to this bullshit. All right, let me read you the comments. If Jimmy has a bad game, they lose. If Bunsen has a bad game, they give RJ Derek. He'll still be capable. But here, okay, he's clueless. Kevin Love guarding Randall or Obi is ridiculous. So that's like, what if Bam Adebayo's on the floor, which they'd run Bam Adebayo and Kevin Love at the same time? Wouldn't then Kevin Love be guarding Randall and Obi? Or, bro, do you even watch games? Laughing my ass off. RJ's been really good for past 3 games. Knicks can't score. Literally, also they're saying because I said the Knicks can't shoot, which literally, if you look at the Knicks stats, Knicks at Muse. Ready? Listen to this bullshit. Knicks so far in the postseason, they are shooting 29.8% from 3, 43% from the field. Okay, and they're scoring 99.6 points a night.
They didn't shoot very well from the field or 3 in the regular season either.
Yeah, am I wrong?
Well, they got shooters, but
am I wrong for what I said? Like, I feel like these are just Knicks fans being retarded. Like, the half of them are just telling me I don't know basketball and shit. And I was like, bro, I hit them with like full on stats. Like, I told them I was using playoff stats for the past 5 games. But even then, half the shit I said goes on. I mean, honestly, I'm getting less mad about it because it's literally only Knicks fans. And I feel like probably Knicks fans have the most casuals.
Oh, okay.
Do you agree? Knicks have the most casuals trying to act as hardcore NBA fans.
Well, it's a big market, so I think the Lakers would.
The Lakers fans are usually the nicest fans.
Oh, not to their team.
Maybe not to the team. Okay, maybe that. Yeah. So Lakers aren't nice to the teams, but like the videos, whenever I have videos for the Lakers, they're pretty fucking nice people. And yeah, they do shit on their team, but they never show me. The Knicks, if you don't say something for the Knicks, they fucking like you could go die. Like you are like. Either way, I said the series would go to 7, and I basically said like it's all up to Jimmy Butler. Like, you know what I mean? for the Heat to win, and that's why I can't bet against Jimmy Butler. And that's why I took it 7 games. I just also feel like the other thing I think I said was like I know the Heat's consistency. I don't know the Knicks' consistency.
Well, I mean, that's kind of crazy because they both were really inconsistent teams in the regular season.
I know, but
especially the Heat.
Playoff Jimmy.
Yeah, I do worry about the Knicks guarding. I mean, that's what's so annoying, and as everyone's saying about Coach Bud, I mean, I don't even know if I vocalized this on our show, but I was gonna say when a couple of days ago, I think it was like 2-1, that Coach Bud gets fired. Like, here's a hot take: Coach Bud, Bucks lose first round. Bud
Are
gets
they
fired.
fired
Nick Nurse goes. I don't actually think Coach Bud will get fired. I mean, I think he's under contract.
No, but you just said it perfect. You just said it perfectly. Let's be honest, okay? I mean, I have joked around about the Hawks beating the Celtics, which, I mean, at this point, they're 2 games away from doing it. And when I talked with Luke said if the Celtics somehow lost to the Hawks or got swept in the next round, he wouldn't be surprised if Joe Mazzulla is fired, and then they go hire Nick Nurse. And as more and more Big Oso, I love you. Thanks, dog. You're funny. And I wanted to say that with that being said, is you just brought up something that I didn't think about. Like, in the next few days, because you and I kind of agreed that Nick Nurse might pull the Quinn Snyder and just chill and be the number 1 coach in the next coaching cycle, and get roster control. But you just brought up a great point. Mike Budenholzer, there was multiple times time management wise, like with timeouts that he could have composed his guys and everything, but didn't. Elected not to.
I think Bucks fans have wanted this man fired for so many years. They won the championship, and that kind of got put on hold. But, yeah, I mean, you're totally right. The players are also equally as accountable. What did Giannis shoot from the free throw line? 10 to 23, was it? It might have been 10 to 24. I mean, Coach Bud, timeouts, rotations, game management, just making adjustments in general. But, on the contrary, it's like, all right, Chris Middleton missed almost the entire season. Giannis is banged up in several different places, so I don't think Coach Bud actually ends up getting fired, but I don't think it'll happen. Grayson Allen, getting crafty with the Euro step on the last possession. Giannis should have guarded Jimmy the whole playoff series.
The Athletic wrote an article, "The Bucks firing worthy collapse."
It is fire-worthy. It really is, but I think that there's enough scapegoats out there that it's not actually going to happen. If they had never won a championship, I think 100% he'd be on his way out.
All right, let's. I think this is a great little clip, though. Nick Nurse to the Bucks right here. It's not. So listen to this. The Bucks' incredible choke. It's not as bad as the 07 Mavericks, but it's hard to describe how badly the Bucks, who finished with a league high 58 wins, fumbled away an elimination game at home. They began the fourth quarter with a 16-point lead. They allowed, an alley-oop from Gabe Vincent to Jimmy Butler.
That was crazy.
That was insane. And, oh, my God, dude. I watched this Grayson Allen thing, and I said in my video, Grayson Allen, if you're going to take the last shot, baby, you better put it up at least. Don't let it get stuck on your hand like glue. People have to be fired, right? Mike Budenholzer is 2 years removed from a title. Tim Cato writes that it seems unlikely Budenholzer survives the aftermath. Holy crap. This kind of loss. Wait, so let's go over here. Next article. But unlikely. Okay. As the dust seems to settle, it seems unlikely that head coach Mike Budenholzer can survive this embarrassment. So
yeah, I know.
Are we really saying Nick Nurse to Milwaukee? Like, who else would you go out and sign? You promote Charles Lee?
it seems like he's on his way out, but they could do that. It seems like he's about to get hired by Detroit.
Yeah, Detroit really likes him or Kevin Ollie, but it seems Charles Lee. But dude, if you're sitting here, it's Nick Nurse. If you fire Mike Budenholzer, tell me I'm wrong. You're going Nick Nurse, right?
Well, yeah.
You go for a championship coach, or maybe Frank Vogel.
I don't think that's a big enough upgrade at all.
No.
I don't even think it's an upgrade.
But you don't fire a championship winning coach not to get a championship coach. You have to go get
Yeah. I think Nick Nurse would be perfect for the Milwaukee Bucks. I think he'd be perfect for all 30 teams in the league. But
I think Masai Ujiri and the Toronto Raptors just did a smear campaign on Nick Nurse's name. Or like Raptors fans.
Yeah, it's tough because it's just like Coach Bud, where it's like a lot of it's not. Raps fans aren't wrong for a lot of their.
Do you think any coach? You think any coach would have been able to win that playoff
with the Raptors team?
No,
or
with
this one
with the Bucks when they won in 2021. Do you think that was?
Coach in Bud? 2021?
Do you think that was Coach Bud, or do you think that was the Bucks? You think
I don't want to discredit Coach Bud, but I think Giannis, if we go back to that Game 6, I don't remember exactly. There's very few games in recent years where I remember exactly where I was, exactly the night playing. I was in Wisconsin. I was in Lake Geneva at the bar watching this game, and that's where Giannis went. God, what do you have? 50 points, and then he went to Chick-fil-A and got 50 nuggets. The best player in the NBA, emphasis on air quotes.
Wait, Lake Geneva is nice.
Lake Geneva is awesome. But you can't go 10 to 23 from the free throw line. So, to me, that's not coaching. That's Giannis. You shot 15 to 17 in that Game 6 against Phoenix. Is Giannis still adding tricks to his bag? Or if you remember,
I talked about this.
This would have been blown up a while ago if they didn't win the NBA Finals.
I think they ran this core for 5 years now? The Brook Lopez, Chris Middleton, Drew Holiday core. Is it 4 or 5 years now?
It's one of those, and the Miami Heat before they won the championship were a huge pain in their ass.
Yeah, they looked like you remember when the Bucks lost the Heat in 2020 during the bubble where they looked scared? Jimmy Butler.
Was that in the first round,
or was it second?
I don't know. But Miami was the 6th seed.
I think it was first round. It was. This was very eerie, reminiscent to what we saw from the Bucks and.
I know that was the semis.
So it was second round. That's what I thought it was.
They played Orlando. I totally forgot Orlando made that playoffs.
I think that was the last time we made the playoffs.
That's actually so impressive. But yeah, they lost in 5 to Miami. But then the next year they won the championship. And last year without Chris Middleton, the last game wasn't very close, but they were up 3-2 against the Boston Celtics. And then, so that actually is even worse for them. They're like, okay, you're up 3-2. I know you're without Chris Middleton, but you're up 3-2 at home for Game 6 against Boston, and you lose it.
Yeah, I personally, I have no idea at this point. So I'm looking at Twitter right now. The NBA Twitter reacts to someone retweeted Mike Budenholzer was chilling on the sideline like, damn, this game good as hell.
But the thing is every coach, every team feels this way about their coach. It literally doesn't matter. I can't think of a coach right now off the top of my head where people love their rotations. Spoelstra maybe actually gets that rep, but look at Green Eggs and Ham. Lakers fans are pissed. NBA fans are pissed at Green Eggs and Ham. Why would you take Anthony Davis out on a 1-point game? That doesn't make much sense to me, but every team feels this way.
The Lakers game was pissed me off so hard because they literally closed the lead 4 times, and it felt like they almost turned into a 10-point game and just couldn't finish it. But I love this group that does these these videos on Twitter. I'm trying to
Yeah,
find
that guy's good.
let me find it right here. I just downloaded it. I was very proud.
Cyro used to live in Orlando. I'm down in Fort Myers.
I used to live in the suburbs of Orlando. Yes, sir. And
Hey, Big J, we got a Wizards fan in here.
we do?
Yeah.
Hey, where?
Big J 5'2".
Hey, Big
Got an active
J,
day today.
shout out. Check
Hit
it
that
out.
like button.
Ready? Hit that like button. Check it out. I got myself my Michael Jordan Wizards jersey. The Wizards are. I'm a Timberwolves Magic Wizards fan because I used to live in Orlando, or suburbs of Orlando, and then I used to live in Maryland for 10 years. But here's a little video of crab cakes are gas. But here's a little video of Mike Budenholzer after the game.
I'm fired. I already know I'm fired. Trust me, I know. But before I go, I just want to get this off my chest. That shit was not my fault. Y'all are trash. And I mean this from the bottom of my heart. Y'all are trash. Now, I deserve to be fired. Don't get me wrong. I'm not disagreeing with the decision they about to make. Because I left you out there for 38 minutes, I deserve to be fired. You wasn't doing shit. I seen it all 38 minutes. I'd fire me too, because I don't know who else to blame but y'all sorry asses. I don't even know them boys' names. I know every one of y'all names. And that's all I gotta say. Fire me. Fuck this whole organization. I'm gone. Fucked up my legacy again.
Bud had the same problem in Atlanta, man.
Dude, and yeah, no, so I think it goes that we all agree right here. Mike Budenholzer got a championship ring because of Giannis. It wasn't the coaching. Yeah, Big J 52. The RCD boys. Oh, yeah. I'm glad that we are all out here in agreement that these boys it's so accurate.
Oh, real quick, Drew Holiday and Chris Middleton were very important in their championship run as well.
Oh, yeah.
Very important.
And Bobby Portis and Brooke Lopez. I mean, do you run
PJ Tucker, I think
another
PJ
one.
Tucker's number 4 actually on the importance list.
Yeah, I know, but they brought Jay Crowder, who I thought did a good job of, but they barely paid Jay Crowder this year.
You know, we do this. NBA fans do this every single year. No buy-in candidate. I don't care if your name is Kevin Love, Jay Crowder, LeBron freaking James.
He wasn't a buyout fucking candidate, you asshole. He was traded.
Well, point is this. There's a reason outside of the dysfunctionality of the Phoenix Suns organization that he was
the same team. Do you keep the same team, or do you let Chris Middleton walk? Do you look for the best price for Drew Holiday and Brooke Lopez? In my mind, you keep everyone's available except Drew Holiday and Giannis.
I think they need to get a little bit younger, and by younger, I mean like the Grayson Allens, the Pat Connaughtons.
Those guys aren't even 30.
I know, that's what I'm saying, but I don't want super young guys. I don't want Kevin Huerters where they're going to crumble.
You want new guys. You want new guys. Revamp the roster.
I need those, and it's probably what they wanted at first of Jay Crowder, but I need those PJ Tuckers.
Maybe go on and get Matisse Thybulle. Matisse Thybulle.
Yeah, maybe. The thing with Chris Middleton is he isn't the same player right now because he blew up his legs. So next year
he's going to get Fred VanVleet.
No, because I don't want to get rid of Drew Holiday unless you can get a guy like Damian Lillard. I think that would be the only caveat. If you can get Damian Lillard, then maybe I'm okay. But even at that point, I still don't feel great.
We don't expect a big movement of players this offseason. The way you're looking at this, it's Kyle Kuzma, Kristaps Porzingis are arguably, the two free agents that I see fit best for them. Kyle Kuzma would be a good fit. I'll actually admit to that. I actually like to see Kyle Kuzma in a Bucks jersey next to Giannis. We both can agree that actually will work out really well. And because he would be that PJ Tucker role that you're talking about. He could fill that role. And look what he did for the Lakers in the championship. He's a good defender. Okay? He's a good defender. That was his role with the Lakers. Kyle Kuzma could be that guy and I'm a Wizards fan. I want Kuzma and Kristaps to stay. And then you look at the two guys that are going to be traded, Zach LaVine and DeMar. Are those guys upgrades over Chris Middleton? Maybe DeMar?
I think DeMar would be that could be something to look out for because a lot of people are saying that DeMar DeRozan's played his last game as a Chicago Bull, but the good news for the Bucks is Chris Middleton did not have a good season. He did not have a good playoffs. And what's his market value going to be like? Is he
Should they go after James Harden or Kyrie?
Oh, definitely not. Definitely not.
Because right here, according to HoopSite, the top 4 free agents are number 1 being James Harden, 2 being Kyrie, 3 being Fred VanVleet. Guess who's number 4? The 4th best free agent this coming offseason.
Cam Reddish.
Kristaps Porzingis. 5th best free agent, Chris Middleton. 6th, Nikola Vucevic. 7th, Draymond Green. 8th, Jeremy Grant. Jeremy Grant, if they could trade Chris Middleton for, or like swap, you know, like because they're both free agents, Jeremy Grant for Chris Middleton.
Yeah. The thing is, like,
is he a good stats on a bad team player, or does he provide versatile defense as he can guard multiple players while scoring efficiently?
It's not that Jeremy Grant's a bad player by any means. It's more so it is actually like a Kyrie, as Nandit's saying here, where I need, but I don't view Kyrie as a closer anymore. Like, is Chris Middleton no longer the Bucks closer? Because in the championship, he was
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, he's not their bailout guy.
So how do
he used to be the bailout guy.
It's really important because every team needs a Robin to the Batman. So yeah, like what's available?
That's why I think
DeMar
DeRozan might be that guy.
Yeah. I don't know how they're gonna make that happen, but
or what about Cam Johnson? Do you go out and like Cam Johnson? Is that a guy you should be interested in?
I think that's too risky.
I'd rather take Kyle Kuzma than Cam Johnson because Kyle Kuzma does a little bit of everything.
Yeah.
So I feel like we've been on the Bucks for the first 20 minutes of the show. I don't know. I think we've come to an agreement here. Nick Nurse, we talked first. Mike Budenholzer potentially will be fired. Watch out for Nick Nurse.
Yeah.
And now we've also talked about the fact that this Bucks team needs to be revamped. We're not revamped in the sense that I think Brook Lopez, you either keep him or you take advantage. I mean, he is going into free agency, or you look to like you said, to go younger, okay, to find new guys in the sense that I think Drew Holiday stays because I think Drew Holiday is still really good, and it's hard to find a good point guard like that. But when you look at the rest of this roster, it's between the margins. Like again, it goes back to the thought process of Middleton and Butter out. I think I've said all year. I think I was the first one going all year that I kept saying I was like, whenever we would talk about free agents, I would say, hey, this team could go out and get Chris Middleton. You're like, Chris Middleton isn't leaving. And I think now we're in agreement that Chris Middleton isn't coming. And Rocket News, what was the question?
If the season was a failure.
Oh, makes sense. But if you look out here, oh my God, another guy. If they could bring in, here's some guys that they could bring in. Harrison Barnes. That's a good guy. He's a free agent. I know he's nothing insane, but like,
I have issues with Harrison Barnes because
Josh Hart, PJ Washington, Bruce Brown,
whether it was his first
Grant Williams
stab at the NBA Finals where he choked the bed for 7 straight games, or whether it was this playoff series where he's choked the bed, I think that's a severe downgrade.
Well,
and Brook Lopez is 35. Will be 36 at this time next season. I think I would, my guess is Brook Lopez will be back on a 1-year contract with maybe a second-year team deal because you have Bobby Portis.
I don't expect the Bucks to look like the same team going into next. Like, obviously, Giannis and Drew will be there.
Yeah.
But I expect them to go out and get more athletic guys. Whoa. I expect them to go out there and get more athletic guys who could make an impact. My boys, Ice Maker started making ice. But yeah, let's get right into the next thing. I think we covered everything for the Bucks. I don't want to sound like a broken record and just turn this into a Bucks show, because that's not what we're here for today. But thank you. We've had like 10 people watching concurrently this episode. So if you guys are enjoying this episode of the NBA show, hit that like button, even subscribe. We're live Monday through Friday. Catch us on Spotify and all other places you get podcasts, but we aren't a podcast. We're an internet show. We just put the audio files on there, and let's get right into it.
We have 3 likes, guys, and one of them's me. Let's hit that like button.
Hit that like button. So, all right, let's get right into here. Knicks versus Heat. I first off want to say, yes, the Knicks played the best defensive team in the league, but they couldn't hit the Cavs. I'm
Did
pretty
they
sure
play the Lakers?
No, but I'm pretty sure the Cavs ended as a season on the whole.
Oh my goodness, sorry.
Yeah.
I did not.
Yeah,
I
on the
didn't
season
piece
as
it
a
together.
whole,
I
I'm
thought we were
pretty
talking
sure
about
the
the Heat.
Knicks.
I thought we were
Yeah,
talking
I
about
could really talk about the Bucks all day. Like the whole Bucks thing, like I'm still on the Bucks in my mind. You know what I mean? But I know we have to move on. But like that whole Bucks thing is it's perplexing.
Yeah, you know what I was thinking of driving here today? I was like, fear the deer. I'm a Chicago boy. I don't think I've ever met anybody in my entire life who would ever fear a deer. There's nothing to fear with deer.
Deer ticks, Lyme disease.
Not a fear. It's more of a tweak.
It's not really. I mean, if you met someone with Lyme disease, it pretty much sucks, bro. I'm kind of scared.
Okay, well, yeah, but like,
I think your point went down wrong.
Fuck a deer.
I mean, if those deers have a bunch of deer ticks on them, that's a Lyme disease waiting to happen.
Yeah, but I'm not fearing like imagine something cool like a warrior.
I don't know, man. I'm pretty scared of
fucking warrior.
Okay.
I'm scared of Heat.
I got the Heat winning this. I think this could go to the earliest. This is a 6-game series, but I see this being a 7-game series. Heat take it because as good of a defensive team the Knicks are, I truly don't believe because their best defenders are arguably, Quentin Grimes, Emmanuel Quickly.
Fuck, dude.
Like those are good defenders, but we're not going to sit here and be like,
Yeah,
like right now
is the Miami Heat similarly.
Is Julius Randle playing healthy?
No, Julius Randle is the furthest thing from health, and that's what's a little alarming for the Miami Heat is Julius Randle, since he's gotten back from injury, he's a shell of himself, and they're still taking these teams down. They're still taking one of the best defensive teams in the entire league down. So if the Miami Heat, I think they had 6 players shoot over 45% from downtown in the first round.
Let's break this down by position group. This is how I did in my video. The point guard battle. Kyle Lowry, Gabe Vincent versus Jalen Brunson and Emmanuel Quickly.
But in the guard battle, who's better?
Jalen Brunson and Quickly.
Jalen Brunson, Emmanuel Quickly, or Donovan Mitchell and DG the PG?
You're right. You're 100% right. Donovan Mitchell and DG the PG.
So,
well, I also want to say though, Kyle Lowry and Gabe Vincent on paper aren't as good as Jalen Brunson and Emmanuel Quickly, but you will say defensively, you would say they're almost on par as Quickly and Brunson. But offensively, Quickly and Brunson are way better than our boys. So I go right here. Somebody commented on my video that they believe if Brunson has a bad game, Heat will win. If Jimmy Butler has a bad game, the Knicks will win that game. And I think that's a really good because let's be honest, Julius Randle has had good moments in the playoffs, but the Knicks are here because of Jalen Brunson. And obviously Josh Hart and the everyone do it. But this team can't score. They get to the free throw line, but like they can't shoot so far. And Big Oso said it good. Mitchell Robinson has a big impact. But that's another thing. I think I said this in my video. The biggest battle of the game is either going to be the wings, where it's Caleb Martin and I'm like literally blanking on their link. Caleb Martin, Max Strus, Duncan Robinson versus Quentin Grimes. You got RJ Barrett and Josh Hart. That's going to be a big battle between those 6 guys, 3 on each team. And then the front court, which is Kevin Love, Bam Adebayo, and Cody Zeller. And people were like asking me like I'm an idiot, but like I said, look, Cody Zeller and Bam Adebayo are bigger than Julius Randle. And Julius Randle will get switched on to them at points. But at the same time, when you look at this, Bam Adebayo is better than Mitchell Robinson and Isaiah Hartenstein and Obi Toppin, straight up, okay, offensively and defensively. And then you would say Mitchell Robinson and Isaiah Hartenstein and Obi Toppin and Julius Randle are better than Kevin Love and Cody Zeller. But Kevin Love does something, the drawing of charges, that is huge.
Yeah. And knocking down 5 threes in the elimination.
That's what I'm saying, and stretching the floor. And it just becomes hard when you look at this team how the Heat are constructed, because the lineup they ran last night was, I believe, Kevin Love, Bam Adebayo, I think Jimmy Butler, Gabe Vincent, and I think Max Strus was the starting lineup for the Heat last night. And yeah, I know Big Osa said their bigs played two. Okay, they're about equal. And yeah, Obi's been playing good. I think the front court's a good matchup. Okay, the Knicks front court of Toppin, Zeller, Randall. I mean, my apology, Hartenstein, Robinson, Randall, and Toppin matches up well against the Love, Zeller, Adebayo. Adebayo, we agree on paper, is better than any player on the Knicks front court, but the Knicks have more depth than the Heat.
I don't think it's that big of a difference because Julius Randle was a dog and he had a dog of season. I think the re-aggravation of the ankle is very unideal, but at the same time, Bam Adebayo, until yesterday, had done nothing close to what he usually does. So it is going to be interesting. The Bam Adebayo, even though it's not going to be a one-on-one matchup, Bam Adebayo versus Julius Randle is definitely going to be something to keep an eye on. I know we got a lot of Knicks fans in the chat right now, and I would fully, if this was the first round of the playoffs, I would fully agree with you guys. The Knicks are the second worst. They're the third worst scoring offense in the NBA this playoffs. The Miami Heat are the highest scoring offense. They're made the second most threes. They've made they're number one in 3-point percentage. I think it's at 45. If the Miami Heat can continue to shoot the way they did in the last 5 games, which is something I'd never seen before with the way they shot the ball in the first half or the entire regular season. If the Heat continue to shoot the way they've shot with their role players and Jimmy Butler doing Jimmy Butler things, I don't think the Knicks can pull it off. But if the Heat get back to the regular season Heat, the Knicks will definitely win.
No, I definitely think this is going to be, obviously, Jimmy Butler, you can't bet against him. I think this is a 7-game series, but for me, what I think is the biggest thing right here, what we're going to be watching is Julius Randle's health. How does Jalen Brunson go up against Kyle Lowry? But I honestly think
easily
the front courts and the back courts match up well. This is going to be the between the margins. It's going to be the winged game, all right? You're going to be watching the Knicks. They're going to, can RJ Barrett, Josh Hart, and I guess Obi Toppin and Emmanuel Quickly, can those guys win the battle between them and the Heat's other, between the margins guys, which are Caleb Martin, Max Strus, and Duncan Robinson, and maybe a little Gabe Vincent,
Yeah, those are Caleb Martin, Kevin Love. They're all super important in the series, just like the Knicks role players. So
it's Jimmy Butler and the Band of the Misfits. All right. Well, the actual quote was, I heard someone on Twitter was Jimmy Butler and the Undraftables. Someone put it. It's like, isn't that good? Like, doesn't that sound like a band name? They're like, this is Jimmy Butler's band. Jimmy Butler and the Undraftables was the tweet. That's such a good tweet, isn't it?
Yeah, it sounds like Jimmy Butler did like a food promotion and now they're just like running it. They're running with it. That's the slogan. He teamed up with some like Go-Gurt or whatever.
I will say, I do think
that is true.
If the Heat win this, it can't just be Jimmy Butler. It's going to be every night. Somebody's going to have to help Jimmy Butler. I mean, first off, that's the other thing. The Miami Heat are the best 3-point shooting team in the playoffs. They're shooting like 35 threes a night, all right? And they're hitting like 16 of them. They are the best 3-point shooting team. Yeah, Duncan Robinson's shooting over 75%. I didn't bring that up because that's just ridiculous. But as a whole, this Heat team, part of the reason why they beat the Bucks, and this is how the Heat are going to win this. If the Heat win this, this is how the Heat, and this is what I said in my video. If the Knicks are going to win this, they're going to force the Heat to score inside and take away their perimeter shot. If the Heat are going to win this, they're going to clog the paint and take away the Knicks scoring inside the arc and force the Knicks to beat them by outshooting them. While the Heat are going to want to outshoot the Knicks. The Heat are going to shoot as many threes as possible and try to win this series by outshooting the Knicks, as they have been the best 3-point shooting team so far in the playoffs. Now, that's how I expect the Heat to win this, is they're going to shoot as many threes possible, play a very perimeter-oriented game with Jimmy Butler and Bam Adebayo being the guys attacking the inside. And then on defense, they're going to clog the paint and literally have Kevin Love and Bam Adebayo and Cody Zeller and Jimmy Butler all just sit in the paint and just be like, come on, Julius. Come on, Jalen. Come into the paint. The no SWAT zone. And that's the plan for the Heat. If the Knicks are going to want this, the Knicks are going to say, you can't shoot threes. We're going to leave the paint wide open. Test us. Go into the paint. We're going to force you not to be able to shoot threes. Go up, try to beat Mitchell Robinson at the rim. And then on offense, the Knicks are going to have to be able to attack the rim consistently and be able to space the floor and force, the Heat to play their game, which is attacking the rim in grueling style. Yeah, I agree, Big O. So the Heat need to shoot threes collectively as a team, and Jimmy Butler attacks the rim if they shoot threes. I agree with you.
I need Bam Adebayo to figure it out.
Yeah, Bam Adebayo had one good game, and that was game fucking.
It was
5.
last night. Yeah,
triple double.
The Knicks, they're gonna snag those rebounds, and the Heat aren't. And so Bam needs to be Bam. They need to make threes, and Jimmy Butler needs to be Jimmy Butler. There's still no Tyler Hero, obviously. So, to be honest with you, my gut tells me
you go
Knicks. My gut tells me Knicks in 7. Yeah.
Knicks in 7. All right. I'll do I'll be the hometown favorite as I'm moving to Miami. I'll take the Miami Heat, and it's really not just because of that. It's more in the sense that I think this is a 7-game series, maybe 6, but I really think it goes 7. And the reason why I say it's Jimmy Butler is it's very hard for me to bet against Jimmy Butler in a 7-game series.
Mm-hmm.
And I just got to go there. And the other thing is experience. I think there's more playoff experience on the Heat roster than deep playoff experience than the Knicks. I don't think anyone on the Knicks has been to an NBA Finals or Conference Finals.
Well, I don't know when the last time the Knicks made it past the first round. I think it had to have been at least a decade ago.
What did Carmelo ever make it out the first round?
But that was a decade ago.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But did Carmelo ever make it out the first round? I don't remember.
Oh, so are we saying decades ago?
It might be 2013. Big Oso just told us.
Okay,
2013. So yeah, it was with Carmelo a decade ago. Hit that like and subscribe button.
Yeah, they lost to Indy.
They lost to Indy. That's what it was. Paul George Indy. Yeah, I remember second round because that led to this.
Yep.
Yeah, now that said it too. Yeah, 2013.
Dude,
thanks,
the scores in that Celtics series, the first round, 85-78, 87-71.
Oh, dude, listen to this. Listen to this. Top Thibodeau and the Knicks so far this playoff series. Guess how many points they've averaged a game? 99.6. Yeah. 99.6 points a game so far in 5 playoff games.
Yeah, not good.
Don't get me wrong. Dude, I was getting ravaged by Knicks fans in that fucking video. I'm just going to honestly just stop looking at the comments at that video because they were destroyed because I took the Heat. And literally what I've said in this video was what I said. What I've said in this stream is what I've said in the video. Have I sounded wrong? Or do I sound biased? I feel like I gave arguments for both sides.
Yeah, I try to not really read comments unless I know the.
No, I don't really
in here. I know. Look, you're not coming to this show if you just throw on, Sports Center every night.
David Clark put it up. Remember, defense wins championships. You're 100% right, David Clark. Defense does bring championships. And also, what's the best offense? Defense. And I agree, rebounding. I always say this, rebounding demoralizes your opponents. And yes, the Knicks are the better rebounding team. The only thing that's holding me, I think this is a 7-game series, regardless of who wins. And I do believe the Knicks have a very good shot of winning. I just can't, if I'm saying this is a 7-game series, in my mind, it's literally like committing a sin that did not take Jimmy Butler in a 7-game series.
Yeah, we'll see. It's going to be a good, gritty, grindy series.
Yeah. Now, I believe, what was the other team what else we got right here? Lakers, Memphis, we can review.
Yeah, some pretty big games on last night, man. It's horrible scheduling. Thank goodness we have a basketball game. Shout out to Trae Young. Thank God we have a basketball game on tonight.
Yeah, I know. Only one, right?
Yeah.
Weird, though. Weird as hell that they did it like that. because I thought about it when it happened. And first off, should we talk Warriors or Lakers?
Yeah, I have a skit if you want to talk Warriors first.
Sure, let's go ahead. Let's talk.
All right. Wait, no, I'll share my screen.
Share your screen, buddy.
Yeah, so I took the liberty to help out the Sacramento Kings. Let's get rid of that there. Oh no, I need to refresh. So we got here's just kind of a base idea of what we're looking at here. I did go, so they play tomorrow. So I went with obviously Saturday, so we can pick here. But I was thinking the Wyndham Grand Cancun all inclusive. It's got great reviews. It is a little bit pricey, but we'll throw it on the team. We got to figure out flights though. Let's just go with these rooms. We'll figure out the rooms later. I'm thinking that we go early. So the good news is there's a lot of 5 a.m. flights headed out of Sacramento early Saturday morning. So I'm thinking a week, Saturday to Saturday. And just got to recharge, regroup, and just get some more team bonding in. What do you think? You like my Wyndham Grand? Does that work?
Yeah. I bet you they have points.
Yep. That is true. And they could probably take a team jet here, but the rates actually aren't that bad. It's a package price here.
So, yeah, I bet you it's all inclusive. Plus, they could probably get some Tom Watson type whores. Yeah. But first off, let's look right here. The Golden State Warriors beat the Sacramento Kings, and this was a game that I think the Golden State Warriors found their identity again.
I was told on this channel actually that my take that the Warriors, there's no shot they lose this series, was bad for basketball.
Who told you that?
It's weird how things.
Who told you that? Who told you that?
Some random commenter is what I'm assuming.
Okay, I was hoping I didn't say that. First off, I do want to say this: that can we give a round of applause? Draymond Green, 21 points.
Efficient shooting.
Yeah, I know. It wasn't even it was a good night for the man. And
Jordan Poole's a fucker.
Yeah, Jordan Poole has a terrible game. I'm out of coffee. And I look at this right here. Now, look. The Kings was winning at home, but it didn't happen. Yeah. So the Golden State Warriors, this was a road game, right? Yeah, this was a road game. And this is why at this point I have said why I said the Warriors have found themselves. Because they won on the fucking road. And I think that was the biggest test that they were facing all season long going into this playoffs was, can they win a game on the road? Andrew Wiggins turned back.
And history says yes to that question. History says actually easily yes. Like very much so yes. Especially in the first round.
Can we talk about the Dante DiVincenzo and Gary Payton II impact on the floor, even though they didn't really score? Like Gary Payton was more impactful, but Dante even still, both of those guys have kind of became their glue
Gary
guys.
Is so good at backdoor cutting. I think what game did he miss? Was it game 3?
I think it was game 3
or 4. It was, and I think it was the same game Draymond missed. Like nobody talked about that.
I think it was game 3. I think it was no. I think it was
game 3 then, and missed game 4. Was
he played game 3 with no Draymond, but when Draymond came back, he missed game 4.
So he's huge. I mean, Dante DiVincenzo was one of the guys I was talking about after the first 2 losses, where I'm like, where the hell is this dude? He played all season for you, 25 a night.
His shooting isn't falling, but I agree Dante needs to play better on offense, but I think the reason why Steve Kerr keeps playing him is he's giving them Gary Payton II feel that Dante, even if, he was, a bad offensively, but I'm trying to give Dante DiVincenzo credit here where the reason they keep playing Dante is because even though he's not shooting well, he's still moving the ball offensively. He's still trying his heart out on defense. He actually tries on defense as hard as he can, and he's grabbing rebounds. And Gary Payton's on another level where Like Dante's trying to do what Gary Payton does, but he's not as athletic or good as Gary Payton, but he's still trying to make that effort where, like, if my shot isn't falling, let me do everything else I can do to still be a positive impact on the floor. What's up, Thomas?
Great distributor. What's up, Thomas? Like,
he's their backup point guard.
Yeah, because Poole's. I saw like the funniest comment the other day. It was Poole's IQ is lower than my thermostat, and it's really hot outside. It's really cold outside.
The best quote I've ever heard was from The Athletic about Jordan Poole was, and I don't even think the guy came up with it. He said he saw this as a tweet, and he's like, this tweet encapsulated Jordan Poole so well. Jordan Poole's good only because he doesn't know how bad he actually is.
Oh, yeah, that was really
yeah. Jordan Poole's only good because he doesn't know how bad he actually is.
Which is, it's shitty because, you know, especially when Steph first got injured this year, Jordan Poole really stepped up and did a great job doing what he had to do. He's a good bat. He gets a lot of crap. He's still a phenomenal star in the NBA. Last year was like, he was a huge reason that they won the NBA Finals.
Can we also agree that I'm shocked that Moses Moody has replaced Jonathan Kuminga as the young guy in the rotation? And I know it's barely any minutes.
He doesn't even look that good.
He doesn't even look like that good. But, you know, literally Steve Kerr, after Dante DiVincenzo and Gary Payton, he's looking for who the hell is that eighth guy? He's like, I need one more guy to come off. And it's just because I think
weird. Because JaMychal Green, I thought JaMychal Green was really solid for him in the regular season. I thought Dante DiVincenzo was really solid for him. Jonathan Kuminga was really solid for them in the regular season. We saw Jonathan Kuminga and Moses Moody, though, last year in the playoffs at various times be important. And this is why, you know, we're getting to that point in the NBA where I know somebody was talking to us in a show one day where it's like the benches, you know, it's in the playoffs, having these guys come off the bench, like having a player like Dante or whoever it is that's going to miss, you know, the first two games and then come in for a game and contribute is like, I'm thinking Lonnie Walker. I think the Lakers game 6, I think we're going to see Lonnie Walker because Malik Beasley is garbage right now. So to Dante's credit, Golden State last night shot 28.9% from downtown. They shot 63.2% from the free throw line. Steph Curry shot 2 of 10 from downtown. They still won the basketball game. I know De'Aaron Fox is banged up, but I think it is so evidently clear. We are already established De'Aaron Fox is a rising star in the league. If you didn't know that this regular season, now you know that. Domantas Sabonis is never was the Kings' best player. I think that is also he's like charming, ultra soft. You know, he's soft as butter right now. Don't let the stats fool you. Domantas Sabonis is not doing what Domantas Sabonis needs to do. And Kevon Looney's a freaking dog. But I have a question. Where's Kevin Huerter? Kevin Huerter, 9 points per game. He had 2 points 2 games ago. He had 9 points last night. Where's Kevin Huerter? He was so
Kevin Huerter's disappeared. But he's trying. He's grabbing rebounds. He's playing defense.
Where is he? I'm playing the Golden State Warriors. I kind of need you to do what you do best, and that's give me like 15, not 9. So Sabonis, Harrison Barnes, Kevin Huerter.
Is this a 7-game series, or the Warriors are going to wrap this up next game?
Oh, they'll easily. I'll bet the house on it.
Do you think the Warriors will go to the conference finals, or
I think the Warriors are still winning the NBA finals. I don't know why they won't win the NBA finals, especially with the Milwaukee Bucks being knocked out. With Boston's going to be probably pretty gassed because Philly is no easy opponent. It might be Philly in the championship. It might be the Miami Heat in the championship. Golden State, when they unite as a team and they play this defense, even when Steph Curry shoots 2 of 10 from downtown, even when they're shooting 29% from downtown, they're so deep with valuable players. Draymond's coming off the bench right now. That should not last long because Jordan Poole needs to get his ass back on that bench. But it's working right now, so if it ain't broke, don't fix it. And shout out Andrew Wiggins for coming into the playoffs after not playing forever and being Andrew Wiggins.
Yeah, and noticeably skinnier. For the first game of the playoffs, I was watching it with Luke and a couple of my other guy friends, and I was like, is it me or does Andrew Wiggins look like way skinnier? Like Andrew Wiggins is already a
skinny guy.
Yeah, that's what I said to my friends. I know Andrew Wiggins is already a very skinny player, but like everyone agreed with me. We were like, dude, his arms didn't even look like it had muscle definition. You know what I mean? Like
KD.
Yeah, KD. Like at least Andrew Wiggins, we know he's skinny, but he usually looks somewhat a little like defined and shit, where you see it. But like he literally just looked like this, like just arm instead of like you know what I mean. Usually
instead of this,
yeah, like
it's like that instead of
he,
this.
well, like he looked like my arm just naturally, but like usually when his arm has a little bump, I don't, dude. It's always so funny. One of my best friends, he has like the big ass guns, and we've always joked around like when we used to work out. Like I've never, even when I've worked out, I've never been able to get big because I have just skinny arms. So like even if I'm jacked, like this is my hump. My boy, he has like the Popeye, and we used to like work out. He'd go like this. I'd be like, this is just not even fun. And you'd have like the whoop booms, like the fucking guns. Yeah, he had like the fucking guns, and I'd be like, his name is Chris. He's the one who went to high school with your cousins, like same high school.
Oh, cool.
That's how I know your cousins, because of my friend here. And yeah, he used to be like, we used to work out in his basement, and you go like this, and I'd be like, dude, like we're like, I'll be like, I got nothing right here. But let's move over to like
this is a gun state. When I was a freshman in college, I'd go to the gym at 11 o'clock at night because I would sleep through all my classes and then go to the library and like just watch basketball. And I'd go to the gym for an hour like every day, and every day I hit arms. Every single day I hit arms.
Because you have massive arms by the end.
I think the arms are the biggest thing on my body, and
you like pop your arms actually just drag on the floor because they're too heavy.
I was like Desmond Bain. I was doing a little creatine too.
Dude, Desmond Bain. The other day I was watching Desmond Bain, and I looked
so unproportional.
Dude, Desmond Bain was looking like a man amongst boys. Desmond Bain, sometimes when he runs, I'm like, dude, Desmond Bain, is your body just carrying your arms? Like you see him run, they're just, dude. They're looks like yeah, dude. He's like Arnold. No, he's Apollo Creed when he runs. He looks like fucking Apollo Creed. The actor who plays Apollo Creed, who's in Predator.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Have you not fucking watched
Apollo Creed? What the hell is that?
Do you not fucking watch Rocky?
No.
Well, this is over. You've never fucking seen Rocky, the man who beat Rocky, then lost Rocky. Okay, dies to Ivan Drago. If he dies, he dies. What? Carl Weathers? You don't know who Carl Weathers is? No. Hold up. I'm sorry, guys. Show has been stopped because this fucker doesn't know who fucking Carl Weathers is.
Oh, that's Carl Weathers.
Yes, the black guy in everything. Okay? The good-looking, like, before Samuel L. Jackson.
Huge.
Yes. Before Samuel, that's him as Apollo Creed. Before he was a former NFL player before he became an actor.
No shit. Wow.
Yeah, he was an NFL player before he became an actor. Before there was Samuel L. Jackson, you know, like how everyone jokes around that Samuel L. Jackson is the black guy and everything. Like
Morgan Freeman.
And Morgan Freeman. Carl Weathers was that guy. He was basically like, this is him in Predator. He was like the black guy and everything before.
Holy cow.
Yeah.
Enormous.
Fucking jacked. Carl Weathers. Like this was him. He played Canadian football too. He was not a small puppy. Like
when we get the studio, whatever that was for, we should buy it. It was like $6. If it was like a poster or something. Just
the Carl Weathers poster?
Yeah. We need to just we need to fill the studio with just the most random shit.
Oh yeah, yeah. We're gonna get the Carl Weathers. Carl Weathers Predator.
Jokes.
Carl Weathers Predator. Okay. We're gonna get Carl Weathers in Predator. Yeah.
He's ginormous.
Fucking dope. We're gonna or the
like
double.
Platoon.
Yeah, or the double.
I like the double. Yeah.
The double. We'll do that. That'll be the picture we'll get. I'm so shocked you don't know who Carl Weathers is.
Yeah.
But yeah, no. Baines looks funny as fuck. Oh my God, you're right. Carl Weathers was reading Rainbow. Was he?
I don't know what those words are either.
You didn't watch Reading Rainbow?
No. Oh, different.
Oh no, different guy. Yeah, they just look alike. This is actually
like 10 likes yet.
Look at this. Holy
9 likes, guys.
One more. Hit that like button to get to 10. Look at this. Carl Weathers and the guy who does Reading Rainbow look alike, supposedly.
Oh yeah, those are very similar beards.
Yeah.
It's like actually like the same beard.
Yeah, it's like literally the same beard. Either way, Yeah, LeVar Burton's. Nope, sorry, different guy. This is LeVar Burton. You're racist, Thomas. All right. But I think the Lakers come back next game. I mean, I think Anthony Davis shit the bed. But this is the
how? What do you have? 31 and 19. What more do you need?
He did have a good game.
Somebody shit the bed. It's green eggs and ham.
It did. Darvin Ham did shit the bed, but okay, it was the bench.
Dude, you're
Look,
down.
can I say why Anthony Davis in the last 5 minutes couldn't make a shot? Am I wrong?
They're all the Lakers in general. What they shoot 40% from the field. They couldn't hit the broadside of a barn. Is that how the saying goes? They couldn't make anything. And my buddy was telling me, let's see some Lonnie because Malik Beasley isn't working. Lonnie's the perfect 11th, 12th man, 10th man. Ants?
I've never had ants.
Dude, ants are the worst.
I just found 3 ants in the course of this episode, and I never have ants. I've lived here almost 2 years. I've never had ants. And I just found 3
My first place had so many ants in Chicago. When I had my ant infestation, it was after the storm.
Oh, you didn't tell me Florida has a cockroach problem.
Did it really?
Or at least Miami has a cockroach problem.
Okay.
So, like, right now, apartment search has completely changed. I just want a place with no roaches.
Dude, yeah, it's a freaking pricey area. I'm sure a lot of those places have some bugs.
Well, like, I have a good budget, like $2,000 up to $2,300 a month.
Jeez.
Yeah, like, I got a good budget. You know what I mean? I'm willing to pay $2,300 a month on rent. Like,
yeah, you can get a little studio 400.
No, I found some really nice places. Like, dude, I can get for that much. I can get a 1-bedroom on the beach, like a 2-minute walk onto the fucking beach. Yeah, I mean, might have a little roaches.
The location looking like
it's Sunny Isle Beaches.
Sunny Isle Beaches.
Yeah, I mean, I make enough off YouTube where like I'd only have to pay. My girlfriend and I would only have to pay like $800 a month for the rest of rent if we had a $2,300 budget.
Jeez, dude.
Is that a lot?
Arm and a leg. Well, I'm paying an arm and a leg here.
What are you paying? Like 18?
I'm paying $1,800 for this place with the utilities and stuff. I'm probably running me $2,000.
Yeah, I'm like looking 18 like cheap. 18's the cheapest I'm looking at doing. I'm trying to go $2,000 what I told my realtor.
I'm about to start Uber.
But 2,300 is. I said I'd go up to 2,300 if the place has a basketball court, a gym, and like a pool and stuff like that, like amenities.
Yeah. Jeez.
Well, is that like? I thought that was cheap. I thought I was going cheap with that budget.
Well, I guess you have two. I guess you have a girlfriend.
Yeah, I have a girlfriend. If it's just me, I'd probably be at that $1,800 budget with you. Probably close.
It's just because this. Well, I've never lived alone before, but I paid $13 in our last place. And
yeah, no.
Place is nice, but it was white.
My budget would be like $1,500 to $1,800, and that would be max. I'd probably be closer, like.
Dude, when Swaggy told me when he showed me some of the spots in his apartment for $1,500, like 2-bedroom with a balcony, amenities, the whole kit and caboodle.
Yeah, he lives in Texas.
I was like, fucking A, dude, that's how you do it right there.
Yeah, they got to convince you to live in Texas for a reason. Also, he moved from Connecticut, right?
Yeah.
To Texas.
Yeah.
That's fucking wild. Good for him.
Yeah.
Does
he to come to Florida, man?
Does he have any family?
Lisa should be over soon, or at the same time.
Yeah, when did he move in? In August or in
like January, maybe?
January?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, because he graduated in December.
Yeah.
Is he working or doing YouTube full time?
No, he does YouTube.
All right. So
drafts tonight.
Huh? Oh yeah. So he's doing a bunch of draft videos?
Yeah, it's gonna be a busy weekend here.
I should probably.
Yeah, LeBron James last 3 of 26 from downtown. Troy Brown Jr. also he's averaging 2 points per game in the series. So let's see. Let's see some Lonnie. Let's see some Skywalker.
Oh, Thomas, yeah. The places I'll show you guys the places I'm looking at. 2,300. That gets you.
All the nice places I was looking at for a 1-bedroom here, it would be like 21, 22. in like nice areas, like my last place. This was like the cheapest by far.
So if I go like right
I
here,
got my room set up. Should I do a quick tour while you?
yeah. So right here, for example, this is one of the places I'm looking at. I actually took this place off because there was cockroaches. They have a cockroach problem. But like this is the idea of the place I'm looking at.
It's my life and you're just living in it. LeBron James.
There's that one. And then like again, price if I go like $2,000 to like 2,500 right here. Like this is the area I'm like looking at. Kind of like right here in this area. And like apartments that I'm looking at are kind of like this. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, nice.
But like I've also found places like this right here. Literally I could live on the water right here. Like
Damn.
like on it, like I could live on like one.
One thing that's to your advantage is you're going for at least a year. Like if you like for me, because I had 7 months, because 2024 to move to Boca area would be ideal. They chalk it up so much more. Like they have like $300. Like if I lived here for 15 months, it'd probably be like between 15 and 1,600.
Yeah, no, like over here, check this out. This is on the water. You want to live on the water?
I would love to live on the water.
Like look at this. These are all within my price ranges. There's 3, 5, 6 places I could live. This is the beach. I'd be living on the beach. You know?
Yeah, it'd be ideal.
All right, let's play some Purtle.
Testing your speakers. Sounds like they're working. You gotta play the testing audio.
Your room's pretty dope. You finally fucking have a bed. You're not sleeping. You still have stuffed animals, pussy?
Of course I have stuffed animals. They're both right there.
I have a stuffed animal, but
look at the lighting in this room.
The lighting is nice. Because I have a dog, my stuffed animal sits on my dresser in my closet, so my dog doesn't eat.
She'd get jealous.
Yes, she'd get jealous. My girlfriend also has a stuffed animal bunny. What are your stuffed animals? I see, what is that, a shark and a...
No, it's an...
Do you cuddle them?
Of course. This is Rocco. He's
That's
an OG.
sick.
When I was a kid, I thought he was gonna die, and it was so sad. This guy's new to the family. He's an octopus. His name's Octi, and yeah, it was a gift, and it was a recent gift, and it made me very happy.
From a whore?
Oh no, not a whore.
Right.
You animal.
Yeah, Rocket News. That's the plan. I kind of want a place where I could go run on the beach like Apollo Creed and Rocky Balboa.
That'd be sweet.
Right here, that's Dyson Daniels.
Or Jackson Hayes. Oh.
It's only because we done them before. All right.
Where do you buy chairs, man?
Chairs, you go online to like Wayfair, you go to IKEA.
Oh yeah, you probably can. My couch from Wayfair is coming today, actually.
Yeah, you go to IKEA or Wayfair, or you just go on Facebook Marketplace.
Yeah, I'll worry about that.
What do you mean?
The day, I'm here in my room. I just ate acai bowl, and
That sounds really good.
I'm here in my garage with my Lamborghinis, but they're outside, so I'm here in my bedroom, and I'm gonna teach you the 52 ways to make $1 million in the next 52 days, and you have to pay $52 for the. I'm trying to be Ty Lopez, and it's just.
I got it.
Yeah, okay.
I work tonight, and they said eBay, IKEA, or a local market, but. I'll watch the NFL draft. They should make NFL content.
Freaking fly, man. I should be a TikToker. Feeling myself.
Yeah, you are. Well, that's gonna be today's episode. We'll be back tomorrow early.
Yeah, 5 a.m. show tomorrow. We're gonna try our first 6-hour show.
Dude.
Like the radio.
I need more NFL videos, and I think I'm gonna do it after the draft tonight.
All Nice. Yeah.
Well, one of my plans is I got like 2 channel ideas. Well, I want to keep posting more NFL. I want to start posting more NFL videos, but I also want to start like a whole video journalism, kind of like Johnny Harris on YouTube.
Yeah, it's a good idea.
But that's it, guys. I'm peacing out. Until next time, be a friend, tell a friend if you guys did enjoy. If you guys
Yeah.
didn't, forget it
Thanks
ever
for all the
happened.
love today. Today was awesome.
Today was awesome.
No,
You know,
5 a.m. stream. I'm just kidding.
we
See
are.
ya.
We definitely got a lot of interactions. I had like 10 people watching concurrently, so thank you for that. Peace out.
Ciao.